The TETRAFIX TFS from TOX is yet another all-purpose dowel for all construction materials, whether it's gypsum board, solid bricks, vertical cord brick or concrete. As I mentioned, the dowel works in all construction materials. One beneficial aspect is the fact that it can be assembled using either the push-through or the pre-insertion assembly procedure. During the push-through assembly procedure, you fold down the collar, which is the advantage of the dowel. Also, it's slightly more flexible with respect to the screw diameters, since even smaller screws can be inserted as the dowel expands very softly. It's as soft as a feather in use. There's a variety of lengths available, including XL, where the dowel's collar, its neck, is longer than the other dowels. If I'm working with thicker plaster or crumbling brickwork, I can bridge over this. In the gypsum plasterboard, we use a steel or wood bit for our drilling operations, because then we can get a clearly defined hole. If we use a carbide bit, an M8 carbide bit always creates a bigger hole, because it drills bigger holes due to the carbide tip. Always drill gypsum plasterboard without any hammer function. Now we proceed to the typical pre-insertion assembly process. First of all, I insert the dowel, then I can attach the component I'm installing with a screw. It's always important that the screw is 5 mm longer than the dowel. In other words, it must penetrate at least 5 mm into the dowel. As a rule of thumb, the screw diameter is generally always 2 mm smaller than the dowel diameter, but it is important that the screw penetrates at least 5 mm into the dowel. Screw in the screw using a low torque. Then it neatly knots on the gypsum plasterboard, and my component is then firmly fixed. The loading values are thus approximately 10 kilograms on gypsum plasterboard. In concrete or solid brick, the loading values are significantly higher.